Assalamualaikum and a very good evening, Madam Adila. My name is M.Zulfadhli bin Rudi, and today I'll be presenting my final project for this subject, which is culture typography. So let's just get into it. Uh, the country that I chose for my final project is Scotland, because I like Vikings and I googled up where Vikings originated from, and most of it was from Scotland. So I did some research on Scotland, and I found very few interesting information about Scotland. So the first thing is the Scottish clans. Scottish people, well, most of them are Highlanders, and in history, over time, the Highlanders divided into small groups called clans, and each clan has one chief. Each clan also has their own unique crest, and as you can see here, the crest can be seen on this flag thingy and this banner over here. Other than that, the Scottish people are also famous for their kilts. What is a kilt, you may ask? Well, a kilt is basically a belted plate, as you can see right here. And the patterns on the kilt are called tartans, and each clan has their own unique tartan. After that, we have the Gaelic language. Now, the Gaelic language is basically the traditional language of the Scottish people, although it's not very common. Nowadays, the Gaelic language is still very much alive in the Scottish community, and efforts are being made to keep it alive by having it as a subject in schools. Moving on, we have the bagpipes of the Scottish people. I think nobody in this world doesn't know what a bagpipe is. So bagpipes are woodwind instruments using enclosed reeds fed from a constant reservoir of air in the form of a bag. And one of the best examples of a bagpipe is the Scottish Great Highland Bagpipe. And finally, the Highland Games, one of the most anticipated events among the Scottish people every year. So, what are Highland Games? The Highland Games originated in the 14th century. It is held all over Scotland, up from spring until the late of autumn. And among the most popular games during this event is the heavy tossing the caber, putting the stone and tossing the weight over the bar. So that's all for my research. Now I put all of that information into what I think Scottish typography will look like. So here are some of my first rough ideas and rough sketches. So this is my first one. This is my second one. This is my other one. I tried to add the Highland Games into the typography and the bagpipes and the clan crest and the flag to give it the Scottish vibe it deserves. So among all of those designs, two of it was approved to go to comprehensive sketches. And finally, this is my final artwork. So, what is my final artwork made out of? I use compressed foam to make most of the letters here, these gray letters, and I colored them using what do you call those? Oil paint, oil pastels thingy. And then I also use artboard to create the shapes of things like the clan crest, the wooden log, and then the axe, and the bagpipe. And to color those objects, I used marker and colored them. Other than using an art card, I also used a wooden version of the art card. I forgot what it's called. And then I also use cloth to create my own version of a kilt. And other than using cloth, I also use paper to print out the Scottish flag and the clan crest. And I guess that's it. I also tried to make these items like the backpack and the X have more depth by having multiple layers on them to make it look more 3D. And to stick them all together, I used a PVC glue to uh, paste it on the art card you see in the back there. So I guess that's all for my final artwork. I think it's a good try. It's the first time I've done something like this, and I think I did a pretty okay job. So that's all for my final artwork and my final presentation. Thank you, madam, for listening to my presentation. My name is Muhammad Zulfadhli bin Rudi, and that will be all for me. Thank you, madam.